Michael, some changes coming to Ubisoft? Probably needed at this point. I would think Ubisoft appoints advisors to explore all company options. Mike Straw over at Insider Gaming. Ubisoft has announced that it has appointed a group of leading advisors to assist with exploring company options moving forward. The news comes as part of the special strategic update provided by the company on Thursday. Quote, following the strategic and execution reviews initiated by the executive committee a few months ago, Ubisoft is taking decisive steps to reshape the group in order to deliver best-in-class player experiences, enhance operational efficiency, and maximize value creation, end quote, the company said via the press release. During the call, CEO Ybes Guillemot said that the group of advisors will, quote, review and pursue various transformational, strategic, and capitalistic options to exact best value for stakeholders.
Oh.
There it is.
There it is.
End quote. He didn't give details as to who those advisors are, but did say that things will be overseen by the independent members of the board of directors. Ybes Guillemot on his way out, Michael?
I mean, you and I have been talking about it, right? The game we just talked about, Assassin's Creed Shadows. I think this is make or break for them. If it goes well, now again, they might even position it, right? Assassin's Creed Shadows sells well, boom, let's flip it. Look, we're on the come up. It doesn't do well, I think they're going to be forced to sell. So maybe they're flipping either way. I think they failed too many times, right? Avatar in 2024. Prince of Persia was a great commercial, was a success for fans, and then they said, yeah, it wasn't a commercial success. They canned it, right? Star Wars Outlaws, again, a game that you loved, but it was very divisive. I think, yeah, I would not be shocked if Ubisoft changes hands no matter what happens with Assassin's Creed Shadows. I think it'll be a lot cleaner if Shadows does well. They'll kind of be able to position and see we're on the come up. But man, if Shadows bombs, this is going to get messy, Drew, and it's going to be very ugly.
Yeah, it's as you watch the portfolio unfold for Ubisoft over the past few years, right? Like you touched on a few already, but we can go back before that. Talk about Skull and Bones.
Yep.
Dude, a 10-year development lifecycle is not good for any company.
No.
And what's even worse is Beyond Good and Evil 2. Where is that game?
Nowhere.
Which just sounds to be continuing to struggle without a cancellation, which makes absolutely no sense. Scrap it. Just scrap it. If it's not working. The leaders have changed so many hands over there. So when it comes to his stakeholders, dude, you got to take a look at Ubisoft and go, man, I don't know about this company. Like, why would I want to invest in this company if they're not hitting on all fronts? Because they're not. We'll put out one game, it'll flop. Put out Assassin's Creed, tends to do well no matter what the critics say. So I'm very curious, and as of yesterday too, right? Today we just covered it, sorry, that Assassin's Creed Shadows has been delayed. So on top of that, like now that's getting moved. So it's like, what is going on? Now, granted too, they also stated that they moved it for more polish. I'm like, really? Do you need more polish, or you just need your own month to shine? You just check out that full breakdown that Michael and I dove into because it's a very good discussion. So it is, Ubisoft is very scary to look at right now. You talk to Scott a lot about it too, as him and I game every night, and it's just one of those, man, we don't know the future of Ubisoft, because at one point, dude, like they were my go-to developers. They put out some of my favorite games of all time, and now you take a look at them and you just go flop, 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 fail. Okay, flop, flop. Like, you know what I mean? It's at what point is that turning around, gonna come around? And when you're putting in new leading advisors, what's next, right? What is next? How are they able to can they steer the ship in the right direction, or do they sink it? We have rumors right now of a Black Flag remake as well. A lot of concerns going on right there. And I think the committee, the board of directors, are very concerned. This is why we see this leading advisors now getting brought to the forefront to say, hey, we need to fix Ubisoft before they sink us into the ground. And the stakeholders don't want to invest at all.